It was already very late at night. The school bus carrying students and teachers on a field trip to Asheville, North Carolina, suddenly broke down on a remote mountain road in the Appalachian Mountains. Since there were children on board and no help nearby, all the teachers decided it would be safer to stay the night at a nearby hotel. The plan was simple: call a mechanic in the morning, fix the bus, and continue the trip. The teachers checked everyone in and assigned the students to different rooms. After dinner, everyone was told to sleep early. Ethan, Lucas, and Noah were placed in the same room, and they were thrilled. The three of them were best friends. When they entered the room, they noticed something strange. Through the window, deep in the forest, they could see a lake glimmering faintly under the moonlight. They remembered a story from their last school trip. Two students had secretly gone out at night and returned as legends among their classmates. That memory sparked an idea. They decided they would sneak out, take photos near the lake, and come back before anyone noticed. Once the night guard fell asleep, the three boys quietly slipped out of the hotel. The lake didn't look far, but as they walked, the forest seemed endless. 30 minutes passed. The cold grew unbearable. The forest was completely silent. They checked their phones. No signal. That's when they realized this was a mistake. They decided to turn back. Using their phone flashlights, they tried retracing their steps. Ethan and Lucas were walking slightly ahead of Noah. When they turned around, Noah was gone. Before they could react, they heard footsteps running nearby. Terrified but unable to leave their friend behind, they followed the sound. The footsteps led them deeper into the dark forest, until suddenly, silence. Noah was nowhere to be seen. Just then, they heard a strange sound. It sounded like someone digging into the ground. Slowly, they approached the noise. Peeking through the bushes, their blood ran cold. It was Noah. He was digging a hole in the ground with his bare hands. Ethan called out his name in fear. Noah slowly turned toward them. His eyes were completely black, as if someone had carved them out. Ethan stepped closer and placed a hand on Noah's shoulder, asking what was wrong. Suddenly, Noah screamed and shoved Ethan with inhuman force. Ethan flew back and hit the ground hard. Lucas rushed to Ethan. Noah began shaking violently as if having a seizure and then collapsed. As Lucas tried to wake him, Noah suddenly sat upright, staring at Ethan, screaming uncontrollably. Then Lucas noticed something worse. Ethan, who had been sitting with his head down, slowly lifted his face. His eyes were black too. Before Lucas or Noah could react, Ethan stood up and sprinted into the forest. They chased him, their flashlight beams revealing that Ethan was running toward a ruin. As they got closer, they realized it wasn't just ruins. It was an abandoned house, ancient, broken, and untouched for decades. Terrified but desperate to save their friend, they entered. Inside the basement, they witnessed something unimaginable. Ethan was floating in midair, unconscious. Standing in front of him was an old woman. Her face was twisted and decayed. Her eyes were pitch black. Her skin hung loosely from her bones, and her white hair was wild and tangled. She was speaking to Ethan in a whisper. The moment she noticed them, she turned. Lucas and Noah ran. The old woman chased them. They ran down the stairs, and when they looked back, she was crawling down the steps like an insect, moving unnaturally fast. They escaped the house and ran blindly through the forest. Without realizing it, they reached the lake, the same one they had come to find. Both boys slipped and fell into the water. The lake felt wrong. It was as if something was pulling them down. Lucas somehow managed to crawl out, but Noah sank beneath the surface. Lucas screamed, but it was too late. Overcome with terror, Lucas collapsed and blacked out. When Lucas woke up, it was morning. He was back in the hotel room. He ran outside. Police cars were everywhere. On the ground, covered in white sheets, were the bodies of Ethan and Noah. The police ruled it a murder case, but the locals told a different story. Years ago, an old woman lived alone deep in that forest. She wanted nothing to do with the world. One night, villagers tried to take her land. They assaulted her and killed her. Her body was thrown into the lake. Since then, no one goes into the forest at night. No one goes near the lake. They say her spirit still wanders, waiting for revenge. If only those 3 boys had known. Maybe Ethan and Noah would still be alive today.